Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? NWH Pod back. NWH can stand for whatever you want, but no way home, far from home for our Patriots fan this upcoming weekend. We have a guest this week, Paulie G. Eli, our boy, is joining us today. Got the boys as well, Ben Three Friel, I don't know where he is, and then Subi Demon Gavin. As always, ats in the names. Make sure to follow us. Also, make sure to take Subi Demon Gavin's picks because he's been cooking lately. The books are scared. Rolly on the way.
Always on the way.
Yeah, I mean, last weekend was I would say that was one of the better weekends of football.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I think it was the first time we've had a game that's like we're gonna remember that game.
I think the
With
last 2 weeks have been great.
I think teams have been developing better. Like, I mean, everyone's like more settled in. It's like better quality football for the most part, unless you're like the Jets.
Yeah, that does suck for those Jets fans, Jets, Giants fans. New York's not looking too good right now.
No, they have like a terrible point differential. It's like it's really bad. Like they cannot score. Tommy DeVito. Their season's pretty chalked, but we'll get into that.
They're looking for a quarterback soon.
Should be.
They should be. I mean, honestly, so I guess before we get into any games today, I was trying to read like a mock draft because I feel like draft implications are becoming so serious now. Like this upcoming week, we have like the TNF Tank Bowl, and I was like looking at the top prospects, and like what I got from like the top 5 is it's like Caleb Williams and Drake May are top 5, and so is Marvin Harrison Jr. They're all top 5, like no matter what, is what I'm reading.
Probably
Like,
Penix too.
Penix is definitely up there now.
He's up
Apparently
there, but
Shador is
who was
not coming
above
back.
him? Who was above Penix was his receiver. I don't know his name, but his
Really?
receiver is like 6 and 5 on a lot of these mock drafts, like as the second best receiver behind MHJ. And then it was like a lineman. It was like a D lineman from like Illinois was projected up there with a lot of them. So I feel like some of these teams, like Giants, are getting a quarterback. Like that's I feel like set in stone.
They only have to eat $35 million or so if they wanted to get rid of Daniel Jones at the end of the season. So that's not too bad.
In
I
retrospect,
think they'd be willing to do that.
yeah,
They'd
it's in
keep
New
him
York.
probably though.
I mean,
You
they
think
could
they
make
keep him?
Yeah. Who wants
Feel like-
Danny Dimes?
I don't really know if anyone wants Danny Dimes, but hey, you could pay him not to play for your team if you really think he's that bad.
And people try to say like the New York media is tough and shit. Like they're just ass. Like there's no excuses for them. Like even before he tore his ACL in that game, and I was at this game, I got to see him tear his ACL, which was sad. But he was overthrowing like wide open Jalen Hyatt. Like they could have gone up like 14-7 before he went out.
Yeah, that is bad.
Like
That is all
he
bad.
isn't showing a lot, hasn't shown a lot. It just feels very chalk there. Last week in week 9 to start the week, we had the Titans Steelers, course 3-point line. Titans lose by 4, 16-20. I picked I picked the Titans. Y'all picked the Steelers.
Yeah.
Everybody else probably picked the Steelers.
I had the Titans in that one actually.
See, I was a believer, and I mean Will Levis still threw for like 200 yards. Like we got more people going. Like this Jordan Phillips dude is catching balls, and I'm like, who the hell? I'm liking what I'm seeing. Titans fans were very nervous, kind of going into the week after the game because people were expecting with like Tannehill now healthy for us to just name Will Levis the starter over him, and through 2 games, Will Levis has put on 2 performances that Tannehill has not matched at all this year, honestly. So even though we lost to the Steelers,
Sorry about that.
Headphone user warning. Tyler Conklin just got dropped in a league. Stuff for him.
There's
he
no
was
need
getting a
to
lot of
continue
targets.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of targets and dropping a lot, but then
There's no need
coming up
to
big.
start Tannehill if he was healthy or not. Just like where the team's at when you could do when you have someone like Levis. You just got to figure out what you want to do for the future at that point.
I think the way it is now, like we'll take whatever draft pick we're gonna get. I don't think we're necessarily trying to win. I think we've seen what Levis can do, and we're like, all right, let's keep working on that. Like Tannehill is not long term now that we have hope. Like Levis ceiling is clearly like way higher than Willis will ever be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's done.
There's a
I don't
reason
know.
Willis wasn't taken in the first year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true.
And Tannehill, like with just where he's at age wise and whatnot, like it's not really his time anymore. Funny enough, he did say that he is down to give tips and tricks to Will Levis and help usher him in. And then you just got to think about last year when he said about Malik Willis, "That's not my job." When asked about being a mentor to the young QB, makes you think. Makes you think. Yeah. To get into the to some of the other games, we had the Germany Sunday morning. Were y'all up for this one?
Yes, I had to work, so I was watching it.
So in Vegas, shit's way too early. I was getting up at 6. The show was at 6:30. There were so many Chiefs fans. This was I think I said there was gonna be I think there was gonna be at least 6 touchdowns, and then there was just 5. There wasn't even field goals.
It looked like it was gonna be that just going back to back.
Well,
back
the
and
score
forth.
at the half was 21-0, and then the ending score is 21-14.
Yeah, like that. It was weird. It was how we expected, but at the same time, it did not play out how you would have thought it would.
I'm looking at the just overall team stats of the game, and it's a pretty 50-50 game for the most part. 20 first downs for the Dolphins, 16 to the Chiefs, and each team has a turnover around 250 plus yards with in time of possessions about 30 minutes each. Pretty even game.
I mean, is it really just if Tyreek doesn't fumble the ball? Is that it?
Yeah, I mean
That's kinda
turnovers
it
are a
at
big
the end
part
of
of
the
that. If you
day,
can capitalize on that.
and that was a super sick play. What's his name? Jared Cook?
Brian
Yeah,
Cook.
that
Brian
was
Cook?
Yeah,
huge.
Brian Cook.
Bro picks up the ball, sees Cook behind him. Yo, take that shit, and starts blocking immediately. So shout out dude who picked up the fumble for blocking as well. Great plays defensively there. Those are the game winning plays. That's how the Chiefs won the Super Bowl too. The one moment they could, they capitalized on that shit. Chiefs defense really is not that bad. In past years, they have been super ass, I feel like, and they're not that bad.
No, they have a top 10 defense this year for sure. And then what's cool about that game is it was the most watched game on NFL Network and 9.1 million viewers, and it had more viewers than the World Series. It was at 8:30 in the morning Central Time.
That is
8:30 in the morning Central Time in Germany. Two of the two best teams in the AFC, and they're getting 9 million views.
I mean, that's just the power of Mahomes, Tua, Tyreek, Kelsey. That is a marquee matchup, and I'm glad that was I mean, the German fans probably love that shit.
NFL was shooting themselves in the foot, wishing that game was prime time Sunday night.
Yeah, when they got.
I'll take it. That was a good day of football. Can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, and also that's a game I'm glad they put on because it's we're seeing every single snap of that, and that is I don't know, it's fun to watch Mahomes cook.
It is. It really is.
Gavin, you took the Dolphins, right?
No, I did not. I took the Chiefs. Bro.
I took the Chiefs. I have not. I don't believe in the Dolphins.
There's no way that was serious.
I don't know. I was just trying to remember.
Next game though, we all got bamboozled.
Okay, but we all didn't think Josh Dobbs was gonna play.
Yeah.
That's a crazy game and a crazy story, and it's super cool for Vikings fans to face that adversity right now in the season, knowing that they can actually win with someone like that.
Bro,
Without
Josh
their
Dobbs,
best players too.
Bro, Justin Jefferson, they're literally 4-0 without him.
Yeah.
This was the plan. They said, "Damn, we gotta win," and they literally just started cooking.
This reminds me of Zimmerman when he was back coaching them. He just did not. I don't know. With everything with Diggs, he got Diggs out of there. They were trying to not get Diggs paid. It's not like I'm saying that they don't want to pay Jefferson, but
they're definitely trying to look at what their best option.
Yeah. See if someone wants to give him a good.
They've definitely
offer.
had the thought of, damn, is Addison just as good?
And
It
he is
feels all too
player.
similar. Like we've seen this story before.
Player.
Yeah.
I think it sucks too because like the Vikings literally just can't stop having people go down. I believe Cam Akers tore his ACL,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he did, and he
I
laid
mean,
a
Is
their
that
bullet
run
a
game
I
on
think
wasn't
it
that.
was
big
Achilles
anyway.
again.
Achilles?
Yeah, it was
It was
good.
an Achilles, two
Mm.
Achilles, 2 seasons. He laid a huge block on someone, points at them on the ground. It's Josh Dobbs running in a touchdown.
Dude, and that's crazy because like for me, that's what I was saying. Like as soon as the Vikings got him, I'm like, bro, that adds that like dimension of their offense they just have not had, where the guy's gonna use his legs and run and like extend those plays. And I don't know, bro. It's so crazy that he went from like Detroit practice squad to playing like with the Titans in a game for us to try to win the division, and that's a close game. Then like week before the season goes to Arizona, they don't even have his fucking jersey. And now he's gonna take Minnesota to the promised land. Like
And they have his jersey in Minnesota.
they do?
Yeah.
Nah, that is fire,
They're
dude. Like
keeping tabs. They
It
were
was right
right,
next. It was
They-
right next
they
to
were ready.
Jefferson.
that's
right
so
next to
sick.
Jefferson. That's a big one. You got to put.
Yeah, I
on
mean
so
they're
big a
probably
sub.
gonna have a playoff game with Joshua Dobbs.
Dude.
Oh,
And
that's
I
gonna
am
be cool.
so
Might as
here
well.
for that, dude. Okay. Also, shout out to the guy on I don't know who he is, but he's like the Josh Dobbs era is here or whatever, and he just fucking shaves his
Oh yeah,
eyebrows.
shout out to that guy. Matthew Berry actually boosted his Madden Ultimate Team card to 93, so he's the best QB in the game.
Hmm?
Yeah, so I guess they do that now. You get people on ESPN talking about if you can boost players in Madden, then they do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Seahawks Ravens. Gavin, did you pick Seahawks?
I
Yeah, he
did.
did.
I did.
I did too. I did.
I'll
Too.
die on that hill, man. You know, I'll die with Gino. Lamar against NFC teams is real. I learned my lesson, but I don't know. That was one of my 3 losses. I was willing to take a shot on Gino because if I would have got that right, that would have been nuts. So
No,
I'll
I'm happy with that one. Even though I even told Alex that
yeah.
I kind of like the Ravens. They're good, but I don't know something about the Seahawks. They got fight. They're
Bro,
always in it.
Yeah.
people are calling for Gino's head after this game as well, and that shit's whack. Like that shit is so whack because they're like, oh, like
He's just an easy scapegoat.
bro, and it wasn't his like fault at all.
No, I mean it was everyone's fault. It was
Yeah, like also their offense like utilizing JSN so much now is like very funny. Like the way they
1
use
week without DK. They learn.
he's
it.
good.
Lamar and the Ravens advanced to 7-2. I'm gonna guess like the last time they did this, back the last time the Ravens started 7-2, they won the Super Bowl or something like that. Like I don't know.
Probably.
There's not much to
AFC is
say
too
about that.
hard. I think the AFC is too hard. For the
OBJ got a touchdown from Snoop.
Snoop threw the touchdown.
You
Yeah,
got a
Snoop.
hand.
It was
I didn't see that at all. I was so busy at work, but I just knew that they beat the little breaks off of them, and I guess Snoop is out there dishing handoffs.
Gus Edwards also scored multiple touchdowns again. He's been a fantasy beast for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I got him off waivers. I don't know. He just decided to not score for whoever had him until I picked him up. But Ravens blew out the Seahawks. Another bird team got blown out. The Cardinals got blown out by the Browns.
I have nothing to say about that game.
LeBron
All I know
statement.
is Go ahead.
No, just LeBron statement. I don't know. I got too much to say about that one.
Yeah, like I really don't. Besides the ball that Amari Cooper caught for the touchdown, helping me in fantasy was huge because that was
Was that like the tip one?
yeah, so it was a tip ball. It just goes straight up in the air. Anyone can get it, and he gets it. So I was happy about that one.
Yeah, like I can't even. Deshaun played, right?
He
Mhm.
did.
He's off the injury report this week.
I mean, maybe the Browns are back. I mean, 5-3 just feels so fortunate for like what I feel like we all thought they were gonna be.
Yeah.
Like
That
I
whole
thought this
division
team
looks
I
good.
mean, he hasn't done much. Obviously, he's
he hasn't.
played like 3
Like
games.
they
this year.
haven't won because of him, and it's
No,
like
that's
this
what's
team is just
awesome
stupid.
for him. He got a bag, and they have the best defense.
He's gonna get it done to see if they can stay healthy.
Gavin, your Packers at home.
I knew it. Nah, I'm kidding. To
We
be
did all
honest,
pick
it
the
was a
Rams.
bad game of football. It was a bad game of football.
Uh,
Let me
Like,
see.
the Packers are one of like the lowest scoring first half teams. Like they
I picked
don't
the
score
Rams.
like any points in the first half.
I
yeah,
picked
I
the
mean,
Rams. I thought Stafford was going to be playing.
Me too. I thought Stafford was gonna be playing. It's the only reason
yeah,
why.
I
I'm
thought he
not.
played through injury.
I lucked out, kinda. I'm gonna take the Packers every week, so
That's
like,
how it is. I mean, I
I'm
took the Patriots.
not gonna sit here and say I was that confident. I did like the one thing that made me confident is I saw like a lot of people were taking the Rams spread. So getting closer to game day, I was like, all right, we might be able to do this. Vegas on our side a little bit, and yeah, I mean they got it done. Nothing looked good. Lots of work to be done. Good to see a win. Good to see touchdowns scored, but it was a bad game of football.
Bro, I love that like this is like 3-5 looks so much better than 2-6.
Yeah.
And that's like a good win to get. But
Yeah,
also when I was reading mock drafts earlier, the Packers drafting a O lineman. I forget what school the guy's from, but that was like up there for like the top 10. So
I mean that could be nice.
because
Wait, we don't have. Do we have a top 10 pick?
They would have to, don't they? They have no pick right now. I
They'll
thought
probably
with
have like the
Rodgers.
Raiders pick
yeah, you might have something.
from the
Yeah, I don't
Devontae
know.
traders.
I'm not too sure.
But
I've actually.
yeah, I mean, be on the lookout for that. Next game, insane ass game. The Buccaneers at the Texans. Literally 47 seconds left in the game, and my four-legger, I'm like, no way, it's gonna be chalk. The Texans are screwing me at like minus 245. Like this, no way. And then it was like, yeah, no, you're actually fine. And I'm like, the fuck happened? Like, bro, this man
CJ
CJ
is
Stroud.
that guy. CJ is that guy.
CJ,
He's
CJ
He's
is really
proven it.
good.
Ben, can we say he's better than Bryce now? Is it time? Can we put CJ above Bryce,
They're both.
Ben?
I mean, you could say that they're both rookies.
I don't know. I think there's a clear difference in the way they play the game. I
I
know
like
that.
CJ out the draft more than Bryce just because of the build, and then they're just trying to talk CJ down. But I thought he was going to Carolina for sure. Just like
No,
everything before the draft, it looked like he was going, and then he
Dude,
doesn't end up
what's his
going.
face told him?
what's that stupid ass shit that like CJ Stroud just said?
Take tests. I play football.
Yeah, I play
Uh,
football. I don't
he just
take
said
that.
he just said something stupid. I forget. But nah, they like try to tell us he was dumb as fuck, and he just makes good decisions. He's been cooking. Tank Dell's been cooking on the field. And in this game, they like lost their Timmy Fairbairn to like I don't know what the injury was, but they were like just not kicking, and they were just going for those octopi, and they had their third string running back kick a
He-
field goal.
Yeah, he kicked one in clutch time too. Like that was a big field goal if you look
Like they
back
don't
at
win
it.
without that play.
Yeah, that was a big field goal, and then they go down and drive and able to score.
That was
That
so
was
sick to see. He was kicking
that
it
was a
off.
great game.
When you
That was
saw
a
him,
great
when you
game.
saw him kick it off, he got so hyped.
I
He
was
That
I
sent
was
it.
thinking like if you're the coach on the sideline, you're literally just putting balls up and saying, "Everyone go kick. We'll see who can do it the best." Like,
Oh,
No,
they knew beforehand that he could kick. Like they
they
knew
definitely
100.
just said who can get it, who can get us a touchback, and that's exactly what the fuck they did.
That was awesome. No, but it's nice seeing CJ Stroud being able to do what he's doing. I mean, he's working with a first-year head coach too, so it's pretty
Yeah.
nice to see all that. And I think the Texans deserve it after Bill O'Brien kind of just gutted the team and left.
bro, he really did like trade away all their picks, like traded away DeAndre, and it like didn't get them like anything.
Well, after you kind of implode in the playoffs like they did against the Chiefs, there's really not much you can do after that. And he just
Yeah.
went down, burning the whole thing.
It's crazy to think DeAndre Hopkins was a Texan at one
Yeah.
point. Next game, Elijah, so close.
Yeah,
Uh,
this was brutal. I mean, I think every game has been pretty brutal this year, just not good enough to get over the hump for the Patriots. But going into this game with the Commanders kind of selling off a little bit of their defense, you just expect the Patriots to get a nice little easy win here, and they did not at all. Not at all. So at 2-7 for the season right now with the top 5 pick, I don't see this team doing too much. And if they lose in Germany this weekend, you might see the end of Bill.
Dude,
So,
I saw delusional Bears fans today in a chat. Someone said we're
Yeah.
getting Bill O'Brien, or not Bill O'Brien, fucking Bill Belichick. And I was like, that is like a crazy desire. Like
I
that
don't
is
know
like
if I would want
a
Bill
wild
Belichick.
desire. I just
Not
like
You saw what he
most
did.
dudes don't like playing for Bill because it's like a military camp. I don't
Think
know why
about
they
what
would
he
want
just
that in
did.
Chicago.
Think about what he just did with his free agency. His most recent free agency had all the money in the world that he could spend. Signed Jonnu Smith, Nelson Aguilar, Hunter Henry, Juju, Zeke. None of these signings are doing
bro,
anything for the team, and they're not going anywhere. Like,
y'all
why would
got
you want to do that
exactly
again?
the
Coming
same
up with
players every
$110 million in salary cap going into the next offseason. There has to be some new GM or something, please. Like, I'm begging. I'm actually begging. I want someone that can actually spend money on players that are going to make plays on the field.
I feel like a lot of people are calling for Mac Jones to just not be there at this point. I think it's like best to just move on from that. And there's promising young QBs. There's QBs you could trade for probably. Like
I'll
I
take
don't know.
Kyler. Give me
There's got
Q1.
yeah, like there's gotta be other people out there that would start over Mac Jones.
Yeah, like Daniel Dimes.
I'm not taking Dan. That's a damn lie. It's just unfortunate to see this team do nothing. And I feel like if Mac Jones does end up leaving the Patriots, he does go somewhere and he balls out. It's just going to be such a pain in the ass to see, unfortunately. But I don't know too much about that.
I don't think he's balling out anywhere, if you're asking me.
He's throwing a baggers right now. So this is probably the bottom 5 receiving core, probably bottom 2
It's
in the
like
NFL.
who is like the wide receiver one now? Like Devontae Parker?
Probably
I
Thor.
guess so. Thornton's not even the one. Like he's terrible. He is terrible. He is terrible. He's a straight line guy, speed. That's all it is. But there's just nothing else to say about this game and team. They're just terrible. There's no reason to even watch a Patriots game. Like that, if it's on your TV, turn it off.
The next game, I typed the scoring wrong. It was 24-17. The Saints got the win over the Bears. Ben, what happened?
Taysom Hill masterclass continues week to week. Basically, we go as Taysom goes. But Paulson and Debo balled out.
NFL defend or NFC
Yeah,
defensive
I mean,
player.
if he didn't get it, like the NFL just actually is rigged and doesn't make sense because no one played better defense than him this weekend. When it comes to like game changing plays and whatnot. But like Tyson Badgett, he was low key cooking the first like half ish, first beginning of the half. But I honestly just wasn't worried just because like the Saints are one of the they're like a team where I feel safer with the defense on the field, and Dennis Allen's halftime adjustments like are amazing. And notice they didn't score in the second half, so like I was confident the whole time, and I think we got in the end zone just enough. I think I'd like to see a little bit more from the offense, but like I just keep stacking up these wins. And my main takeaway, and I think I like tweeted this, was Tyson Badgett because like Dennis Allen, the only thing he's never been good at is getting after like the mobile quarterback when it comes to Lamar or whoever it may be. Tyson Badgett was able to run, so like this week going into Minnesota, um, I really hope we can clean that up. But simple defensive game. Taysom in the offense doing just enough. Derek Carr's looking a little bit better. Uh, yeah, I got nothing. Chris Olave scored. Looks
In the
good.
last couple of
Olave is-
weeks, behind only Travis Kelce, Taysom Hill is tight end 2 in fantasy.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool. He's getting it done.
very much
He
so.
is like, I mean, we talk about him because I mean he's been going off like, but that I feel like teams just really like are not ready for him. Anytime they come in, do like a QB power, like any of that shit, bro. Like teams just are not ready for Taysom to cook them.
I mean, you could do so much with him in just in the backfield. You'd never expect him to throw. He could run. He can catch. He can do it all.
Yeah,
Sage Twitter's calling for him to be put on defense now.
On defense, yeah, let him be
Bro,
a gunner.
that would be crazy.
Let him get a sack, they're saying.
That would be crazy. Y'all have to.
Who knows at some point.
Dude, he could be the first player to ever like throw a touchdown and get a sack and catch a touchdown. And
we
rush
got
a touchdown.
Binkatron with Colin Sanders from the Chiefs last year. He's in our fullback, so he was double teamed by the Bears running a route, and that's what left Jawan Johnson open for that one Taysom touchdown throw. So yeah, they were
tight end to tight end action.
They were double teaming a defensive lineman or a defensive tackle.
That's crazy. You said Badgett was running, bro. I saw him break away a few times, and I'm like, Fields should be scared because anyone
He's
can
not
do
playing
his
this
job.
week.
No, because if that was Fields, he would have been so much farther down the field.
Dude, I don't know.
I do.
I don't know, man. Don't sleep on Badgett.
I'm
I sleep
sleeping
on
on it.
Fields, but I don't sleep on Fields running. Like Bajan, I will sleep on. Like he might have looked good, but dude, he threw so many picks. Like he's just that
And he
he
threw
throws so
3.
many picks in general. Like he's just there's a reason he's a D2 quarterback.
Now
Greatest
that's
D2
crazy
QB
that
of
he
all
made it
time.
into the NFL over like guys that played actual NCAA football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like who does he know?
Alan Williams.
Next game. Colts at Panthers. Does anyone even remember anything that happened in this game?
Bryce Young and the Panthers got like destroyed. Every
Just
time they were
missing-
like able to do something, just the Colts came back and just like kept the score just out of reach.
They continue to score over 20 points a game.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, they're very good. Sucks. I would watch them more, but just Anthony Richardson not being in the lineup kind of hurts, and he's probably the only reason why I'd want to watch him.
It's so funny too, because they would like I guarantee they'd still be scoring as much, but it would just look a lot different.
It would
Dude,
just look
it'd look
cooler.
way sicker, bro, with him running in the end
Yeah,
zone.
a lot of
getting
just rushing
fantasy
touchdowns.
points. I mean, we were robbed of like just watching him, and I still feel robbed. Like
think
I
it's okay.
still need him,
He
but
probably needs it. He's very young, so
get his shoulder right because it literally breaks every time he touches the fucking ball or someone touches him. Yeah, I honestly don't have anything to say about that one. I was at a game during
yeah.
that.
I was still at work during that one.
The next game, the Raiders Giants. Bro, okay. So I went to Allegiant. A few things. They call it the Death Star, which like I
I
was
thought
like,
it'd be
"Alright,
called the black hole.
I get it, but like, yeah, it doesn't really look like a Death Star. It just looks like a giant, like black, like circular building. I thought it was gonna be a lot nicer than it was, to be honest. Like the Superdome was nicer to it than I thought it would. Like it's also small. It's like the fourth or fifth or sixth smallest seating wise, but that's still like 70 something thousand. Like the margins within like the first, like the most is like 82K to the least is like 72K. So it's like not that small, but I don't know. Could have the fans and the vibes though were amazing. Shout out Raider Nation. The thing they do is they go Raiders, and then everyone just repeats it after.
The Raider fans
so-
get down.
Yeah, and there was a lot of Giants fans there as well. And this one was sitting next to me, and the person I was with, bro, so annoying. He's oh, we're gonna fucking win, bro. It's like this Samoan looking dude who's like drinking beers, like you tell he's already
killing
had
these
a few.
shits.
He's got two in his hands. Oh, bro, Daniel Jones, bro. Oh my god, like the refs, like, and then he was just being so annoying, and then they started losing and getting smoked. So he
You
shut
lost
up.
30-6 to Antonio Pierce led Raiders with Aiden O'Connell.
I placed my biggest ever bet I've ever placed. I put $100 straight on the Raiders to win this game. It was
Hey,
easiest money. I felt so confident. You could tell the energy was there.
Max Crosby was standing on
Crosby,
business.
Max Crosby
Yeah,
told
he was.
everyone to pull up. He played 100% of snaps, got 3 sacks, absolutely eating. Tommy DeVito is ass. Saquon's pretty ass.
Tommy DeVito.
Giants are ass. And that's kind of all about that.
Hey, Martavius Bryant's back in the NFL.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
former Raider.
Yeah, I don't really got nothing to say about that game.
Yeah,
to
that
be
game
honest.
was honestly
do
like
I.
it was pretty mid, but it was like the vibes were so good that it was like, all right, bet. You know,
These like the Colts and Raiders were like some of the easiest bets I've ever made. Like I didn't even have to look at it, and like within the first quarter, I'm like, okay, those won. Like I'm good.
they're
Dobbs.
playing against teams that have lost 7 games. Like surely they can add, and like
Yeah,
it's like these guys have lost so many games, they're gonna keep losing. Like they put the Raiders at like minus 125. Like
yeah.
at
Same
home.
with the Colts. The Colts was also like a pick 'em. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
and it's like, dude, it's like that's literally free.
Put some respect on Gardner Minshew.
Like make the line higher, man.
Hey,
Don't
the
just make
Lions
it
are playing this
one and a
game high.
half. Come on. We had the Cowboys at the Eagles, 28-23.
this was a
Team,
flutter.
yeah,
Dak
this was
played
the
good.
sweat. Like this was a sweat, from what I understand. I was at the Raiders game, so I couldn't fully watch. But the Eagles were on my 4-legger, and it was like never safe until the fat lady sang.
Well, it was like they got the ball back. They got the stop they needed. Then they couldn't get the first. Punted it back, pass interference. Dak's in the red zone all of a sudden, and then just sack, 4th and goal, or incomplete.
Cowboys blunder. Mike
Yeah, it was
Mike McCarthy as per usual.
like it was genuinely. There was a second where it's like, holy shit, the Cowboys could literally win the game right now, and they should not be having this chance. But of course, once again, this old
Divisional
phase
games.
I think they got
Divisional
2
games are always
sacks.
gonna be good, man.
That's the
Yeah.
one in Philly. So like I think it definitely changes how I feel about the one going back to Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, even last year, the game in Dallas was a really crazy game, and I don't even think both teams were full strength at the time. And
No.
40, I think it was like 40 plus points were scored, or 30 plus points each.
Yeah,
That was
it
a
was,
crazy game.
yeah, like we're in for one when they go back to Jerry World, which
Dude,
I think
Jalen Hurts got beat up that game too.
December
He
something.
Yeah,
was
he
limping
did.
around. He got
AJ
beat
Brown
up.
for MVP.
Yo, AJ Brown is like 70, 60 yards behind Tyreek now. For like
Yeah,
all
that's
He
yards.
was only like
crazy.
100.
AJ Brown he had 7 receptions.
He's
for
got over
66 yards and a
1K.
touchdown that game.
I mean, bro, he is, and honestly, their run game is like all right, but bro, he is carrying low key.
Yeah,
Like who? Like is Smitty really? Smitty's really not doing shit.
he had a touchdown. He's playing good.
He's been playing good the last couple
He
weeks.
has his games.
I mean, he was
But-
3 for 51 and a touchdown and only 3 targets. So caught all. He's doing his job. He's doing his job.
Shit.
It sucks. Dallas Goedert went down in this game too. Straight broke his forearm. He's out for a couple weeks.
Damn, that is a tough one. Yeah, it's like, I mean,
CeeDee Lamb had 191 yards in this game.
the fuck?
Yeah,
On
he
11
was
receptions.
going stupid.
The
Yeah.
fuck, dude? How did they not win?
I
Really.
got in the end zone.
They're that good. I mean,
Brotherly shove.
I don't know if
When
the
Philly
odds
keeps their pace, they win games. When they're
Bro, like-
playing, they want to like.
are the odds for the Eagles to win like better or worse than the 49ers still?
Probably better at this current point.
I would have
I
to
would
say the
say.
Eagles are probably favored to win it over, or like make it out of the NFC instead of the Niners.
Because I feel like people are like, I don't know. The Niners had a bad time to have a bye week. So
Shanahan keeps getting his quarterbacks killed.
Sunday night football was the Bills at Bengals.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like
I
the
took
Bills,
the Bengals, bro.
I picked the Bengals.
yeah, I think I was
We
the
all had
only one who
Bengals.
took the Bills, but
No, you had Bengals.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet on the Bills, so I'm a fucking idiot apparently. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Like Bengals at home, Joey B's cooking. Like there didn't feel like much reason to.
Yeah, I
piggyback.
guess we filmed these so early in the week. By the time it got to Sunday, my brain just kind of forgot. But I'll take that on the record.
I'm not a believer in any team in the AFC East at this point.
I think I honestly just saw the plus number by the Bills and clicked it.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't blame you for that one. That's not a a bad idea.
I
But
mean, realistically though, like Josh Allen just needed to cook a little bit harder, but like I guess the Cincy D played like pretty
Nah,
good.
it was also that one fumble. It's like they're driving down the field, about to switch momentum, and they just fumble, and then the Bengals score. Like, but the Bengals, like how Philly does, they were playing at their pace. They were taking as long as they wanted, driving
Bro,
down, first down, first
calling
down.
those
first down.
timeouts with like 6 minutes left, like
Yeah,
just
they were
annoying as
they were
fuck.
doing exactly what they wanted, and it worked for them. And I mean, I feel like if teams can get that down to just like having control over the ball in the game, they will win games. Like it was just it made the Bills skittish. It's like okay, like they're on point.
I mean, when being able to run the ball and having a solid defense is going to win you playoff games. It's going to take you far. You can have a flashy passing offense, but at the end of the day, if you can pound the rock and have a good defense, you're going to do something good.
I saw a lot of people talking about placing Bengals futures. I think the Bengals are back in a lot of people's books. Like I feel like for like 2 weeks I've been like, damn, like this is about to be that team again. But I feel like everyone's now like, damn, like let's go. Like we're Joey B is back.
I'm
Like
high on the Ravens, man. I don't know. Lamar's on a mission. He's balling right now.
I mean,
Yeah, I really don't know. I still like the Chiefs, honestly.
Yeah,
it's the
until
Arrowhead
otherwise.
Invitational.
Yeah.
It's been there the past 6 years, 5 years, whatever. Like someone's got to go to Arrowhead to play the Chiefs. Who's it gonna be?
Gonna be the Ravens.
If
That would be
if it
nice.
allows for that, I hope it allows for that because I mean last game of the last week, week 9, Monday Night Football, the Chargers at the Jets. Arnold
Mid.
Schwarzenegger was on. Keyshawn Johnson was on with Peyton and Eli. Yeah, mid as fuck. Like Jets are ass.
Didn't
Yeah,
really watch too much of this game, to be honest with you guys. This
This,
was one I
like
was okay with, like just turning on, looking at what happened a little bit, and turning off.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this one, like Peyton and Eli really had to carry it for me. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, they were like, "Yeah, we'll be back after the commercial break." Arnold, can you say it? And he's like, "We'll be back." And then they come back from the commercial break, and then Peyton's all like, "Oh, Arnold lied to us. Like he's not coming back." And then, dude, he was talking about it like the rest of the game. Like I think he was seriously pressed that Arnold just kind of dipped on them. As he kind of came on, talked about his new book. Then he was like Austin Eckler will score a rushing touchdown, and then he literally does.
Hmm.
Well, he actually got tackled at the 1, but he still ended up scoring it on
He
that
foresaw
drive.
the future.
That was like the highlight of the game. I just had to share that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game too much. I just nothing interested me. Nothing interested me in that one.
But now, without further ado, we have week 10. We're picking. It's gonna be a good week, hopefully, but I will say before we go over Thursday night football, I will be seeing the Marvels tomorrow night. I won't be home to watch Thursday night football. Unfortunately, like, people can love football, but when the Bears are on, I'd rather go see Captain Marvel too. I can't lie.
yeah. I
Respect.
mean, I'll be checking the Bears.
It's a must win. It's a must win for the
I
Bears.
like
Yeah.
genuinely hate that I have to pick a team, but the Panthers are just fresh and young, and like they have Thielen and whatever. But I actually just do not want to pick either one of these teams.
Yeah, this one's
I'm just
I hope-
I'm gonna take the Bears and shut up because
Yeah, I'm not. The Bears are gonna get it
this
done
is
somehow. I
the
mean,
most under game of like all time. I don't know what the under is, but
Bryce Young 2
probably
picks.
24.
yeah, it's like
Two
it's like
picks.
23 and a half. Bryce Young nah, he's gonna be on Jalen Johnson Island. You don't even want to fucking be there, but I mean, this is more than just like a football game. This is more of like they want to talk about the Bears traded the number 1 pick to the Panthers, and that's Bryce Young, and this is the implications now. And the Bears
Yeah,
keep Caleb like that's like the show they want to show. And as much as I would love to be like, oh, like the fucking Panthers are gonna beat the Bears and spoil it, like the Panthers are that bad.
I will take the Panthers.
Ben will be taking the Panthers. I'll take the Bears at home. I don't know what the odds are or the line, but I'm assuming the Bears are favored at home.
Yeah, they are.
And if you're the Bears, like as an organization, this win, if you lose this game, this could set you back another 2 years. Like people make those memes, oh this throw set us back 3 years. This loss will set you back far when Drake May and MHJ and Caleb Williams are all gone because you picked at 5 and 6.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll take the
Bears.
Bears.
Then your solo riding Panthers. What do you see like the Adam Thielen 3 touchdown game happening?
I don't know. Just you guys are all picking the Bears, so
And let's see. Yeah, that one. Prime Video. Shout out Prime Video. Shout out Gen V. To open up on Sunday morning, NFL Network. Sunday, Germany. Elijah. Colts at Pats.
It's Colts week. And last time the Patriots played the Colts was in Indianapolis. They got dog walked. It's in Germany. They're gonna get dog walked, but I am gonna take the Patriots.
Yeah,
I
give
feel
me
like
the Colts.
yeah, like when you're scoring that many points a game, you're going overseas, you're playing against a team that's let up a lot of points a few times. Like I feel like this one could look similar to like the Cowboys or Saints game.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be ugly. I feel.
give me the
And yeah,
Colts.
Colts. I don't know. And Colts are like, I mean,
I already wasted my Patriots
we-
picks. I picked
have
them
we-
against the Dolphins.
and I was gonna pick the Patriots and then you picked the Dolphins, and I was like, what if I picked the Dolphins and then you picked the Patriots? So
No
There's,
more content picks.
there's no reason to pick the Patriots. I'm just doing it out of straight love.
I mean, that's the love of the game, man. But
I'll die with them. They
I'm trying
stink.
to like we're gonna watch every play. Have the Patriots been on primetime this season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's that against?
Dolphins, right? Didn't they have the Sunday Night Football against Dolphins? Or was that
That's
a?
that.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday.
Yeah.
night.
But
And then
I don't know.
they didn't. They had a 4 o'clock game or 3 o'clock game against the Eagles. And
I
probably
will
had
say
another
week
one,
one.
but all
Patriots
forgettable games.
are a better jersey to watch than a lot of teams. So this will be like fine on my eyes on the screen the whole time.
Oh, I hope they don't wear the all blue.
Next game, Sunday at noon, we have a divisional matchup. We have the 5-3 Browns at the 7-2 Ravens. Ravens at home.
I'm done disrespecting Lamar.
And I know Browns got a good D, but I just don't see this Browns team going to Baltimore and beating the Ravens.
Yeah, Lamar has screwed me enough with the Lions and the Seahawks and whatever. You got me, Lamar. Here we go. Let's lock in Ravens. Ravens advance to 8-2.
I'm taking the Ravens. Browns are a tough pick just because I don't know what you're gonna get out of Deshaun, but the defense is good. But Lamar's too good. They're looking too good right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close one. And it's like a 3-point game, won by a field goal, something like that. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens in this one.
Same Ravens.
I feel like
Do it.
I don't know. That shit's easy to pick all the Ravens. But divisional wise, like NFC North or not NFC, AFC North, the best division right now. Like this is gonna be a good ass game. This is gonna carry that noon slate, I feel like. Well, actually there's some really good games.
Yeah,
But this is like one that I'm very excited about because I feel like we've seen Lamar play against some good defenses, but now we're seeing like that Baltimore team go up against Myles Garrett, whichever Ward they got out there. Like all those dogs on Cleveland. Like this is a good test for Lamar because they get into some real big choke moments. Like remember when they played the Steelers? That's a
I
good
mean,
defense. They choked. Like
divisional games, you gotta beat the teams in your division to make it in the playoffs. So this is a big one. It's gonna be. There's a few games I feel like can be playoff game potential.
I feel like
that
their
we'll see.
divisional games are always fun near the end.
Always fun, scrappy games.
No matter who it is in that division.
so we're all
Next.
Ravens there.
Yep.
Next game on the slate. This one is like a sick QB matchup. Two former Ohio State QBs because Ohio State still for some reason Ohio State people still claim Mr. Burrow. The 4-4 Texans at the 5-3 Bengals. Now, I think he was like a redshirt freshman or something at Ohio State, and then he goes to LSU, goes to the Super Bowl, and Ohio State people are like, yeah, like don't forget he went to Ohio State too. Like we all forget that, and we're gonna keep forgetting that.
A
This game feels
reporter
like a
asked him,
trap.
"You think it's a trap for the Bengals?"
I don't know who's gonna win. I don't even know who I'm gonna pick. It just feels like a trap. No
I'm
matter
gonna
who I
just.
pick.
I'm backing the Texans in this one. I want to take the Texans. See
It
see
feels
them
like
give them a fit.
it's hard to pick against and I think the Texans record doesn't reflect like how good they are at 4-4. Like they feel better than that and feel like they can like play up to that level. But I think like that's what we need to see from CJ is like, I mean, obviously he dropped 470 yards in that huge win over the Bucks, but like this is a way different team than the Buccaneers.
Yeah, this team's
And
got some juice.
also like Bengals, like they're just gonna like bully this defense, I feel like.
These two teams to me are like extremely similar, but the Texans are just so young. Like they
Yeah.
kind of have the same kind of weapons and the same kind of offense at least, but the Bengals are just so much more developed. Obviously, at their quarterback, the receivers, you got T and Jamar who are studs. Not to say Tank Dell isn't, but they're young. That whole team is young. Nico Collins. Uh, Bengals at home. I mean, they're on a what 4 or 5 game win streak from now. I'm gonna take the Bengals all day.
Yeah, they were like 1-3. So
I just want to take the Texans. I just want to see what we got with them.
I see this game being close.
like I
Very
think
close.
it will be a close, high scoring game. Like that's like the red zone will be lighting up with that game.
Jamar Chase too. No, he's out, right? With a back.
He said he scored.
Ah,
7-11.
if he plays, he's scoring.
Yeah.
He's scoring a lot.
He's so fucking good, bro.
I
He's
think
scoring a lot.
they need their momentum to keep rolling.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't, I'll be happy for T Higgins on fantasy, but whatever.
The next game, which is also a very, very exciting game. We have the 49ers going all the way to Florida to visit the Jaguars. Actually, Trevor Lawrence was also a guest on the Monday Night Football with Peyton and Eli, and they talked about the Waffle House moment last year after he won the playoff game, and they went out and then they went to Waffle House at 2 a.m. and he thinks he might have been like one of the only people to ever reserve a table at a Waffle House, Jacksonville. And then Payne's like, "Do you think you made it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess when you can like get a spot at a Jacksonville Waffle House, you could say you made it." Like, bro said it like that's not really that impressive. It's Jacksonville, like,
Yeah.
but I think Jacksonville defends their home and continues this losing streak for the 49ers. I think that a home dog here, I mean, there's a lot of good home teams this week, and I don't think it'll be different for the Jags.
Yeah, as long as the 49ers aren't fully healthy, I'm going to and I think they're not. I think Debo is still out and whatever. But I love this Jacksonville team, honestly. I mean, 6-2, they really haven't given me a reason not to. I forget who their 2 losses are, but I mean that D line that is amazing. They're getting after quarterbacks, especially if Brock Purdy's still banged up. Like that could be something where he's playing and he has to come out just because they are lethal on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is rolling. He's the best he's ever been. Every time I bring them up, I just bring up their offense. Yeah, ETN, Christian Kirk,
Ingram. I believe Zay Jones is back this week too
Ingram.
for them.
As of right now, I do not see Purdy on the injury report.
Calvin Ridley, like they just have they're so complete and they're just playing.
They have Josh Allen.
They're putting it together. Yeah, him on the D line. Like, yeah, I just give me him. Give me Jaguars.
And they're at home. Like I love that too. Like I would feel different if they had to go to Levi's Stadium, but the
I'll
fact
take
that
the
they're
Niners.
I'm on the
and
Niners.
I mean,
I'll take the
I,
get
I
back
still
game, get
I
right
still
game.
don't I still don't trust like Brock Purdy's head. And maybe he had the bye week to figure it out, but I'll have to see it to believe it. I think the Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken, I know they lost week 2 to the Chiefs
Okay,
in
that's
Yeah.
Kansas
one.
City. Did they lose to the Steelers?
You even know why I'm doing this because
No, they didn't lose the Steelers.
I've
Also the
all the
Texans.
Niners losing streak.
Texans.
I've picked them every week, but I'll pick
Have
them.
you really?
Yeah.
I think the last 2 weeks I've been sharp, and actually I might have picked the past 3 weeks against the Niners. I might have picked the
Yeah,
Bengals.
we've been fading them, Alex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys did.
I'm
the
3.
Bengals.
Yeah, we're 3-0 in the fade the Niners era,
Yeah.
but that game will be fun. Like, is Christian McCaffrey like he can still continue his streak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna score until they can't.
Nah, like
I
he
don't think
can't not continue the streak.
yeah, he's scoring. There's no FanDuel boost, no DraftKings boost can stop him. Like
Yeah.
You guys, your only win against the Niners has been the Bengals, and the
What?
in
Then
the
what?
losing streak.
What'd you say?
You guys, your only loss against the Niners has been the Bengals. Their only win
Damn.
Really?
during their losing streak. Yeah.
So I picked them to
You got to remember they
fucking
played the
beat the
Vikings.
Browns.
Oh yeah. I guess
I
we didn't.
picked. I guess I would pick them to beat DTR's Browns. Like, what kind of fucking idiot would pick DTR's Browns against the 49ers? But then they won. And yeah, I mean Jordan Addison, honestly, I mean he cooked them. I guess I forgot about that. But to get into the next game, the Saints are playing Jordan Addison's Vikings. Both teams at 5-4. NFC. This is like a wild card weekend preview. Like we
this is
might
an
see this
interesting
game
weekend
again.
games. Yeah.
Ben, where are the Saints at on this one?
This game,
Yeah.
man, just beat Josh Dobbs. I mean, we're getting blessed without having Jefferson. Like, I think this game, I think obviously they're a better team than the Bears, but I'm looking at it the same way. It's a must win. Josh Dobbs has been there a week. Yeah, he did. He had a great game this week, but we got to stop him. I think this defense can do that. Obviously, um, just I just like I said earlier, just stop Josh Dobbs on the run, and literally, I think the Saints can do it. Um, MT and Kamara and Taysom all had historic, crazy games against Minnesota. There's a lot of history there, like in the past era. So it's always exciting to play them. I hope we wear the alternate jerseys, but
The gold
you know,
ones.
nah, the all white with the black.
Oh, those would be cool.
But I think we wore them last year against them. But yeah, just simple. Just gotta win the Saints. The Saints gotta win it. We're 5-4, and I think we have the Vikings, Falcons, and Lions in their next 3 games. So it's want to be 2-1 or at least 3-0 through them. And if you want to lose one, I would hope it would be the Lions. So gotta win these.
I think I'm gonna take the Saints. Like as much as I like the Vikings, it's like I feel like this game could be very similar to how like the Colts Saints game went, where like Minshew still put up a decent amount of points, but like with the way the Saints offense has been playing with that good defense, like the Vikings don't have that kind of defense or that kind of run game to combat the Saints defense. I feel like.
Man, what do you think of the Saints O line?
Saints O line.
Yeah, is that like a solid group or what? I'm not too familiar.
Trevor
I
Penning.
mean, it's not one of the better O lines in the league.
Yeah, just Brian Flores is blitzing at an unbelievable rate this year, and
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that.
yeah,
Carr can get that ball out quick. If they're blitzing, say less.
He's gonna dump it every time. Now Kamara 35 points in fantasy incoming.
I'm waiting to see what Eli says before I make my pick.
this one, I am on the Saints.
I'll go Vikings.
I feel like I don't know what the line is, but I feel like it could be really close because this is also like a very fun game. Like they have matched us up some good ass teams. Like
Just not sure what I'm gonna get with that Josh Dobbs and
Yeah,
everything now. Like you just don't know.
I also
think-
think it'll be a little bit like Saints playing like a rookie quarterback in a way, or just like someone who's filling in like
The Saints
disguises
have
and
been
shit.
Saints have been
Yeah.
very hot. So like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a wacky game, and I think that I don't know. I don't think Jefferson's back, but obviously Addison and Osborne and whoever are getting it done for them. I think that if just there's turnovers and weird, like if the Saints just don't like what I always say this about the Saints, when they play their game, they're a good ass team. If they come in and do everything right, they're gonna kill the Vikings. But if they let Vikings get weird opportunities, I think that the Vikings could squeak out a win at home. I'll take the Vikings.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just the Saints just need to keep doing what they're doing. That should be like just hanging above like the tunnel.
Yeah, I'll probably regret this. Like I don't know. It's just one of those where I'm
This
gonna
is
be
a
different.
toss up. This is a true toss up to me.
That's crazy, but that's fine. I just think that's crazy with Josh Dobbs, and like I love Josh Dobbs.
I mean, he's doing crazy stuff, so you never know. They got the hot hand right now.
They're also at home. Like it helps.
Yeah, that does help, but like the Saints, I don't know, like this is a good like non-divisional like rivalry when you just think of like good moments from when they've played. So this will just add to that story.
Yeah.
Gavin, you're 3
Yeah.
and 5
Let me
Packers.
just get this out of the way. We're gonna lose, but give me the Packers. We're 1,000% losing, but I'll be taking the Green Bay Packers.
Where they play?
They played the Steelers at home.
in Pittsburgh.
Okay, so last week I was like, yeah, if the Titans just like stop George Pickens, because that's like the only way the fucking Steelers like move the ball. And then he's like fucking crying after the game because he has -1 yards. Meanwhile, Deontay Johnson scored a touchdown on us. The guy that I'm like, he's so dog shit, he never scores, actually scores on us. Like, I don't know. I have like restored faith in the Steelers. And Najee scored a touchdown. We're literally shit.
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, nothing to it. Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Curtain, baby.
This next game is a true toss up. 2 3 and 5 teams, both in South divisions. We have Titans at the Buccaneers. How many of y'all are riding with the Bucks? Just break my heart now.
Yeah, I'm on the Bucks.
This is disgusting, bro. Honestly.
No, this game is gonna be ass. This
Yeah.
game is gonna suck ass, bro.
I'm on the Bucks. I mean, as long as Baker doesn't turn the ball over, they'll be fine.
Ben?
I'm picking last.
All right, I'm gonna pick the Bucks at home.
I'll take your fucking Titans, dude. Give me him.
Bro, we're tanking, bro.
I don't fucking care. The Bucks are fucking ass, dude.
No team is tanking.
Dude, you're saying the Bucks are ass, but like we're the Titans, bro.
We're gonna remember the Titans though.
We're gonna
mean,
remember the
I will
Will
also
Levis.
take the Titans.
I mean, now
Will
Levis
Levis over Baker.
Levis
legacy
is just
game.
doing what the fuck he wants, bro. He's like, this
I
is.
also agree with Gavin. Like the Bucks are just not a good team.
Okay, and they were commenting on how they think they're the worst secondary in the league earlier this week. But I feel like that means they're gonna play better because they're like recognizing shit. Of course, it'd be against us. They just need to like I don't know if I feel like we still could have won against the Steelers and we didn't, and that was like a sign to me that like all right, like we're probably not gonna win a lot. And I feel like going into Tampa, like I don't think that fares well for us. But hopefully, Rashad White scores for my fantasy.
He's been balling.
He
He
has
has
been,
been
bro.
moving the rock.
The guy I got him in and when I traded for him, he said he's like, I don't understand the Rashad White appeal, and I'm like, bro, he leaves it all on the field, bro. Like just watch.
He does.
Let's see. The that was all the noon games. 2-2 split there. Rare me not burning it on the Titans, but I guess Ben and Gavin see something in those Titans. Falcons at Cardinals. 4-5 Falcons at 1-8 Cardinals. Is anyone?
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah, is K1 playing?
Yeah.
Assuming like no setbacks this week. Yeah.
Assuming K1. You know what? Give me Cardinals because
Why are you saying
assuming I don't know. I just want to say it incorrectly. Assuming that K1 plays, I'm taking the Cardinals because he's actually like really good. And I feel like we forget that because it's been so damn long since he played football now. But like he is a good quarterback and has led that team to the playoffs. Like he's a dog.
No, he's a beast, and it doesn't matter who's out there. He's gonna make plays.
Even though he's small as fuck.
That don't matter.
You know what? That I forgot how small he is.
Does not
But
matter.
I mean it doesn't matter, but it's like
You know
we
what
need to
does
see him on the
matter?
field.
Call of Duty comes out this weekend, so he might be a little tired.
Fuck.
I think it comes out 3 days after.
Oh no, he's got like pre-order bonus.
You
Come
definitely are
on.
on the game already.
Bro,
Nah,
he
it
probably
come-
has a
yeah,
fucking like creator copy or something. Like
He's-
he's got brother. Do I
You
want
already
to
know.
You
You already
he's
know
about to
he's
be
gonna be
injured
playing.
again. He's
Gavin,
about to go
Eli,
back into the
where you
IR.
guys going?
I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm on that. Give me that.
I think
Falcons are suspect.
this is so bad. I'll take the Falcons, honestly. Whatever. Give me the Falcons. I mean, maybe the
Did you
Cardinals.
watch last week?
Yeah, but at the same time, I like Heineke. Like they just need to get it together. Like I don't.
Nah, I saw a video a couple weeks ago of Kyler Murray looking really motivated to play football again. So
Right, he probably got sick as fuck of. No, he thought, oh damn, this is gonna be a breeze, bro. I'm just gonna play MW2 the whole year, and then that shit got boring as fuck.
Nah,
Like,
he needs to come back to football.
whatever the lines are, I will be hammering the over yards for Marquise Brown and Kyler, everything.
Yeah,
mean,
he's gonna feed him.
Hollywood's gonna eat, bro. Like he was eating a little bit, but he's gonna get like the biggest meal he's gotten so far.
Yeah,
And they were solid last year, but like now he's the one. The true
No,
one.
also
'Cause he was the one last year for a few weeks without D-Hop.
for the Falcons, I will say like, it's really weird. People were like, "Oh, I don't know why they mic'd up Bijan Robinson when they don't even use him." Like, shut the fuck up. Like, they don't. Well, I mean, I don't know.
This
Like,
is honestly probably like I'm looking at the 1-8 Cardinals, and I just don't want to take that team just because of that.
I'm doing it. It's the NFL. I'm doing
So
it.
like, you know,
Now it's weird because it's the first time I've wrote down Cardinals this year.
I probably picked them like the week after they won, and then I'm like, all right, like I'm giving you guys another chance week 4, and then after that I was like, all right, I can't pick them again. I think I picked him against the Bengals, and I was like, all right, never mind.
yeah, I do not feel like taking them. So I'll take the Falcons.
All right. Next game, 6-2 Lions at the 4-4 Chargers. Is anyone gonna pick the Chargers?
And I haven't picked the Chargers
Nope.
once this year. I don't think.
I don't know. Lions were on the bye week last week. We definitely missed them. This is a fun team to watch. We need the Sun God. Monty is back, so they'll probably their rushing attack is gonna be nasty
Yeah, I'm on
with
Lions
both
all
those
day.
backs. Like that's their like, all right, like let's cook. Bye week's done. I mean, they got bye week like right in the middle of the season too. So like right at their halfway point, it's like, all right, bet first 8 games, 6-2, whatever. Let's go into week 10, through the rest of these weeks, do our thing. Like, what I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly their schedule, but they're probably gonna do like more or less the same thing over these next 8-9 games.
All I know is I'm pretty sure I saw the Chargers GM apologize for being the GM. So that's all I gotta see.
What?
Yeah, he apologized. He's ass.
He's like, my bad, guys. I didn't know I was taking Quentin Johnston when I took Quentin Johnston.
No, okay. He was like,
there was hope. There was hope, but they don't. The deep threat guy. He's not gonna
Mid,
run a
mid,
route
mid,
tree
mid,
for
mid,
you.
mid, 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 mid.
They're not using him right.
I
Yeah.
said he was gonna be mid.
I didn't see anything.
Ben did say he's gonna be mid. To be honest, it doesn't help that like the other rookie wide receivers have played pretty well comparatively to him.
He's like a Christian Watson type of guy, and they're not. They're just putting
What, he
him.
does nothing?
Okay, I mean,
He said okay.
Dude,
This season.
It got to the point where like I'm like looking to make waiver moves, and I'm like I'm keeping Dobbs over Watson. Like this guy Watson ain't even getting the fucking ball half the time. Like
bro, he's been unhealthy and shit. But like last year when he was getting 60 yards a game, he was doing it in weird ways. That's what I'm saying.
I'm on the line.
First touchdown in this game is Joshua.
Probably on Ross St. Brown for whatever reason, because it always is.
I'm gonna give it back to Demont if he's playing. Get him happy.
Everybody picking the Lions. That'll be a good game. They'll be hype. MCDC will be ecstatic. Next game, no one's picking the Giants. We're all picking the Cowboys in Dallas at Jerry World. My dad's actually on a work trip right now, and they were at Jerry World. Are they, Ben, were they there today?
I don't know.
He was at Jerry World last night. They were at like the Ford Field or whatever next to the stadium. A lot of shit going on down there. It's nice over there. But I don't know. Like Giants are so bad. Like what would we even want to talk about?
Yeah.
Just
No, there's
what are
nothing.
they gonna do in
Cowboys.
the draft? Like what are they doing? That's it. It's like all you gotta think about now for that team is like what are you gonna do
Tommy
to get it
DeVito
better?
to Saquon, man. It's gonna be nasty.
It's pretty unfortunate, but that's just the NFL. Taking the Cowboys, bro. This sucks. Like this game. No way anyone watches this game.
And it's so tough that they like. I guess because it's in Dallas and they want to have this shit on in the 3 o'clock slate, but like that's so annoying because then it's like one of 4 games, and it's like out of these 4 games, Falcon, Cardinals, Lions, Chargers, Giants, Cowboys, Commanders, Seahawks. Like Lions, Chargers is the best because it's like Lions, but Commanders, Seahawks will be a good game. I think we have the 4-5 Commanders at the 5-3 Seahawks. Commanders like play. They show like sometimes like we're good, but then sometimes it's like we're shit.
I don't have too much to say about them. I really did not think they would go into New England and beat New England after trading off some of their players, thinking moving on to the next season, but they got some fight in them. They're not bad, but Seattle for me.
Seattle for me as well.
Seattle for me.
Yeah, it's hard to not go to Seattle.
Bounce
I do like
back.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And at home, like these motherfuckers not losing, bro.
Yeah, I like to see Geno have a nice little bounce back, 3-touchdown game.
Gino, Kenneth Walker needs to get in the end zone.
Him and Charbonnet have been going back and forth with the carries. Kind of expected though. I mean, you draft a rookie, you're gonna get him involved at some point.
I mean, Sam Howell. Hopefully he plays decent. I mean, I think I still have him on a fantasy team. I might. I don't know. Sunday Night Football, 4-4 Jets at 4-5 Raiders. It's in Vegas, and now after having like experienced the Raider fans and the experience, I'm like very excited to watch a primetime game that is there because it'll be like I can like feel the stadium again after a week later. I do think they get it done at home with Aiden O'Connell, AOC against the Jets. Like they should, like the Jets are no better than the Giants.
Yeah.
Even though I said the Jets could make the playoffs like a week ago.
I didn't really think the Jets were gonna be all too different this season, and then Rodgers going down just made it worse. And now you kind of get to see everything that was still wrong with that team. Good defense, but I gotta take the Raiders. Antonio Pierce got the boys fired up.
I believe this also starts like or this is like the second week of like a 3-week stint over like maybe 3 or 4 weeks where we have like primetime Jets. That kind of blows. It always is funny because this was supposed to be like Rodgers versus Devontae, and now
Mhm.
it's Zach Wilson versus Aiden O'Connell. You know how the cards fall, but
It's unfortunate.
Raiders. I mean, like they win some games, but it's not the prettiest brand. It'll probably look ugly against this Jets team too, because it's like a decent defense. But it'll be like one of the funnier. I don't know. The Jets are pretty bad, actually. I don't know. They're really not that fun to watch because they just punt.
Yeah, I'll take the
It's kinda
Raiders.
nuts. Raiders at home. Then why are you taking the Jets?
I would love to, but I can't.
uh, it's
I
a
thought
tough
about it.
pick.
I thought about it
I'll
for a
take the
second.
Broncos though in the next game.
I 100% took the Broncos. Like I have the Broncos
I will
selected
take the
here.
Broncos versus the Bills.
All right,
And my-
Monday night football. 3-5 Broncos at the 5-4 Bills. I mean, Broncos were they on the bye last week?
Yeah.
They were on the bye, but week before that, we had Russ hyping up the crowd when they beat the Chiefs.
Bro, something's wrong with that Bills team right now. There's some
Yeah.
funk. There's
It's
some
more
funk.
it's more that like I think the Broncos are obviously hitting a little bit of a stride, but like it's more the Bills just being dysfunctional, I think, for me.
There's something going on over there. Like something's wrong with that hot sauce and them wings.
I
Got
feel
the-
like I can't pick against the Bills in my right mind. And I feel like I've also been pretty good at picking Bills games for the most part. Like, I knew they'd lose last week. I knew they'd lose, or I knew they'd beat the Chiefs, whatever, or not the Chiefs. I knew they'd beat like the Dolphins. So I know that they win this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and fight against Josh Allen at home against the Denver Broncos. I know they got problems and whatever, and I think that they're gonna there's be some bait on the Broncos spread side of things, being that they beat Mahomes and whatever. It's ugly on both sides, but I'll go with my gut and take Josh Allen.
I'm not gonna be too mad if I lose this one at all.
Neither
But
will I.
having it like just knowing I'm not gonna take the Jets and the Bills
Like
is being a little ugly,
I've already took some risky picks this pod, so I'm gonna stick with the Bills on this.
Wabbies, you picked the Falcons.
Yeah, and like who else? There's another one.
The
Took the
Packers.
Packers. Yeah,
I mean, the playoffs started today. The Bills would not be in the playoffs.
if the playoffs started today, I would assume that the Chiefs just win it all.
Yeah. If the playoffs started today, the Vikings have now played themselves into playoff contention, which I'm pretty sure like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is like they're never winning a game." Like, I'm pretty sure
No.
like Big Cat picked them as his pinky team. Like, as like they'll never win the Super Bowl. If they do, he has to chop off a part of his pinky. Like, he picks one every year, and he saw the Minnesota Vikings play 3 weeks and said they can't win a Super Bowl, which I guess is like that's a valid take, but I
they
do
still
see
won't
them
win a Super Bowl this year. They still will never win a Super Bowl this year.
So no, if you think it's NFC or AFC this year?
I think
AFC.
I think the AFC is gonna keep reigning supreme. I don't know.
I'd probably agree with that.
The fuck?
I mean, you said reigning supreme like the NFC didn't win 2 years ago.
I disagree.
Like,
I mean, but the NFC winning, that shit was a fluke.
nothing about that was a
NFC
fluke.
won 2 years in a row.
Yeah, but that shit was a fluke.
Who was it before the Rams?
Brady.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Bucks
Bucks.
won it.
Is my camera frozen?
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but you can hear me, so that's okay.
Yeah, we gotta end the pod anyways.
In
We got that
other
end.
in other sports news, before we end, the Clippers are 0-2 since Harden started playing.
Yeah, that was a bad loss against the Nets tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like that was a bad loss. Like the Twitter accounts tweeting all these Paul George clips and shit, and it's like, all right, like
Where's Paldo?
it's like the score's
Where's
not up.
Paul
The score's not
Just wait for the playoffs. That one will be fun.
Also, Cubs hired new manager Craig Counsell from the Brewers, giving him $8 million a year, 40 over 5, record-breaking coaches everywhere. Like, give me my fucking money. We're also believed to be a big player in the Shohei sweepstakes, which I would cry if I had read a tweet that said Shohei is a Cub. I would
Yeah,
literally.
I would too. I don't even like baseball that much, but if Shohei Ohtani is in Chicago, like that's just
Dude, Cubs fans already fill up that shit in the middle
like-
of the week.
Nah,
yeah.
it was
Y'all don't
every
have
game.
jobs. Now Shohei would be in Chicago. Are you kidding me?
Like, bro, people. That's just something we need. I don't know. That's all like the other sports I've got right now.
I'm not watching no college basketball till March. Don't ask me about it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I mean, college football shit didn't really even happen this past weekend either. Slow sports week.
Caleb Williams lost to Penix. We can talk about that if we want to.
Yeah, I mean Shador
Mid.
apparently Dion said that Shador is not going to the draft, but Shador hasn't said anything.
I feel like that was like common knowledge.
I
At least
did.
I thought
Yeah,
without like
I
being
figured he
announced.
wasn't gonna be going anyways. Like, just stay another year at Colorado. Why
I
stay
mean,
one?
I think if he stays in college, he'll like have a chance to like get better and raise his stock. I don't think he would have gotten drafted too high if he went NFL this year.
On a personal note, that is sick for me because the Buffs are coming to CSU next fall, so I'll get to see him in
That's cool.
Yeah,
CSU.
that'll be like you can see him probably lose.
And you just doxed yourself.
I
Wow,
mean,
your mansion's by CSU.
yeah,
Yeah.
my mansion's in Fort Collins, Illinois. In case or not Illinois, Colorado.
Oh, you just double doxed yourself.
Damn, you just doxed your
Hey, I'll be traveling. You gotta catch me.
Hey, I'll send you one of these and go throw it at Shador.
I'll
And
get
he'll
it
sign
signed. I'll get
it.
Shador win and oh well my camera's frozen so you can't fucking see it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining us. It was a good time. Thank you, Eli, for joining us as well. I feel like I mean a lot of similar picks, but a lot of probably good money lines to put in parlays. I don't have one now because I'm gonna wait till it gets closer. But
as well.
make sure to follow us on Twitter to look out for tweets showing our picks, whatever we got coming out closer to the weekend, and look out for other content. And make sure to like and subscribe, comment, all that jazz.
Thank you, boys. I appreciate you for having me.
Hell yeah.
Yo, peace.
Have a-